Hello, you guys. Welcome to Math 4. Today we are on Lesson 5. We will be talking about ordinal numbers and months of the year. Please do count down or count up from 4 to 40. And for my advanced students, start from 40 and count down by 4s as well. Remember to do your mental math. Do it mentally. Write it down. Check your answers with a calculator, just to make sure that you're on point. So for our new concepts today on ordinal numbers, if we want to count like a number of children or a number of items that we have, we usually say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So here I have 10 little stick people. And so these numbers that tell positions, whether they're first, second, third, fourth, fifth, and so on, are called ordinal numbers. It tells which order the number is in, or the item is in. Okay, so they're ordinal numbers. So for example, if we have the student named Pedro, we're going to say that this is Pedro. Okay? And we want to know how many children are in the front of Pedro. We are not going to count Pedro. We just want to know how many are before him, not including him. So there are 1, 2, 3 students before Pedro. Now, how many students are after Pedro? We do not count Pedro again. So how many are after him? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are 6 students or children after Pedro, or behind him. Okay, so if I ask you what is the ordinal number that we would use to tell where Pedro is in line, what would you say? Is he first, second, third? Pedro is 4th in line. Okay, his ordinal number is 4th. He is 4th in line. Okay, so we have a special way that we write these numbers sometimes. So like 4th, we write the number 4 with a TH, and it means 4th. Okay, so you can look at the little chart on page 30, and it'll tell you how to write 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, so on, all the way up to 20 and 21st, and it continues there. So example 2, we're going to move on to that. I'm going to take Pedro out of line right here. Kind of erase these. We're going to go ahead and put another person back here. Okay, and so we're going to say that this person is Kwame. Okay, that person is Kwame, and this person is Andy. Call him Andy. Okay, so in regards to Kwame and Andy, we see that Kwame is 3rd in line. Actually, I think I need a few more people. So we have 3. Yes, so I need a few more people. Let me add a few more people before we put Andy in line. How about that? Okay, so, and I'm going to erase this one as well, so I can just add one up here. Not being too crowded. And I think I have enough people now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. One more makes 13. All right, we needed 13 people. Okay, so we say that Andy is still the last in line, right? Andy is here. And then we're going to say that Kwame is 3rd in line. Here he is. Here's Kwame. Sorry about that, guys. Okay, and so the question is, how many students are between Kwame and Andy? So when we're counting, when we're looking at between, we do not count the people who we're using as a beginning point or a reference. Okay, so Kwame is 3rd in line, okay, and Andy is 13th in line. All right, so how many people are between 3rd and 13th? So not counting these, let's count what's in the middle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So there are 9 people or children, stick figures, between Kwame and Andy, if that makes sense. Okay, don't make the mistake of starting here and counting all the way to there, because you'll end up with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 when you get to Andy. That's not the case. You're just counting what's in between. Okay, you don't count either side. All right, so as for the months of the year, I want you to look at the chart that is on page 31. And the chart tells you the order of the months of the year. Of course, these are not Hebrew calendars, guys, okay? So just your regular standard, how we use it here in America today, January through December. We know that January is the 1st, February is the 2nd, so on and so forth. December is the 12th month of the year, according to the calendars that we use here and currently. If you look at the days on page 31, January has 31 days. February sometimes has 28, but on a leap year it has an extra day. So there are 29 days in February every 4 years, okay? And then there's March is 31, 30, 31, 30, and you see go all the way down. When you get to July and August, they have the same number and then it flips. So it goes from 31, 30, 31, 30, 31, and it does 31 again, and then it goes to 30, 31, 30, 31, okay? So I learned this neat little trick when I was in grade school. It's been a while, but nonetheless, if you use your knuckles on your fist, right? You ball your fist, and the very first knuckle you have is going to represent January. So January is on top, February is in the middle, okay? March is on top, April's in the middle, May is on top, June is in the middle, July is on top. All of these on top represents the 31 or the 29 for February, the 31 days, I'm sorry, let's stick with that. The 31 days on top. So January, February, March, April, May, June, July, and we come back to a top for August. So July is 31, but so is August 31, okay? September, October, November, December, okay? And so that's how you can kind of remember. If you forget it in your mind, you could use your knuckles and just remember 1 month up, 1 month down, okay? The ones in the middle usually represent the even numbers, the 30 days or the 28 days for February. So just kind of help you with that little visual or manipulative there. Okay, so for example 3, we're going to go ahead and move on to that. It says, Janae wrote her birthday as 7899. And so we want to know, what is her birthday? How can we decipher this or figure out what is her birthday? Well, if you look at the chart, you see that the 7th month, this represents your month, this is your day, and this is your year, okay? So 99 typically represented 1999. We're not yet at 2099, so that wouldn't make sense. So this was assumed to be in the 1900s, for late 1900s, right? Before we got into the year 2000s. So here, the 7th month is going to be July. On the 8th day, so it's 8th. And then the year, given 99, would represent 1999, not 2099. We're not there yet, guys. Okay? So just kind of keep that in mind. If I were to ask you what is your birthday and ask you to write it in this format, where you'd use the number to represent the month of your birthday and then the day and the year, you might have something like 11 at the end. I'm just using that for an example. So let's just say it was 4/3/11. That would be like April, right? Because April is a fourth month. The 3rd, 2011. We're no longer in the 19s. But if you see high numbers like this, just know that because we haven't gotten there yet, it would be the year, the century before. Okay, so just wanted to point that information out to you. Example 4 says, Mr. Chitsy's driver's license expired on 4/29 of 06. 4/29 of 06. Here we have a low number, okay? And so we know that it's not going to be 1906. I don't think Mr. Chitsey should be having a driver's license if it was 1906, right? So we know that it's the next century, okay? So it would be 20, okay, 2006. And the 4th month we said was April, right? Look at your chart if you need to, refer to your chart. So April 29th, 2006. Go ahead and complete your lesson practice, guys. There's only 3 problems, and I'll post the answers for you tomorrow. Thank you so much, and have a blessed day.